The invisible prisoner in the abandoned jail. They said no one walked the eastern block of Blackthorn Jail in over 30 years. Not since the riot, the one where blood painted the walls and prisoners turned into monsters. After the chaos ended, the guards sealed off the wing. What they didn't say out loud, but whispered in hushed tones, was that one prisoner was never found. Ezra Hale. Murderer. Maniac. A man with eyes so dark it felt like looking into holes carved out of flesh. Some said he escaped. Others said he never left. Daniel Crane was new. Fresh boots. Fresh uniform. Still believed rules meant safety. Still thought shadows were just shadows. He volunteered for the night shift, ignoring the looks from older guards who'd long since stopped questioning strange sounds in empty halls. He was warned, of course. Warned not to go near the abandoned eastern block. But warnings are easy to ignore when curiosity whispers louder than fear. It began with a sound. A metallic rattle in the distance. Steady. Unmistakable. Chains. Daniel stood frozen at the junction, flashlight flickering in his grip. The rest of the jail was silent. No prisoners here anymore. The place had been decommissioned. He was only here because a local group had plans to turn it into a museum. The rattle came again, closer. He turned toward the sound, boots echoing off the stone floor. The corridor was lined with rusted bars and graffiti-smeared walls. Cell doors hung open like yawning mouths, but one, only one, was shut. Cell 13. Dust thick on the floor showed no footprints. No signs of disturbance. But Daniel could feel it. The air was heavy, as if the cell exhaled rot and memory. He stepped closer, shining his light inside. Empty. Cot broken in one corner. A rusted sink, dry as bone. Chains bolted to the ground. The chains moved. He didn't breathe. Just stared as they dragged across the floor, slowly, circling around something that wasn't there. The sound grew louder. The links tightening as if binding invisible wrists. Then a voice. Low. Whispered. Right next to his ear. You shouldn't have come. Daniel stumbled back, flashlight swinging wildly. He ran, heart pounding, breath shallow. He didn't stop until he was back in the lit office with shaking hands and bloodless skin. No one believed him. They laughed it off. Said the jail played tricks on the mind. But he knew what he heard. What he saw. The next day, he went back. With a recorder. He sat outside cell 13, staring through the bars. Ezra Hale. Are you here? He asked aloud. The chains rattled. His recorder picked it up, clear as glass. Then breathing. Deep. Slow. Ragged. And then the whisper came again, not just in his ear this time, but from inside the recorder when he played it back later. I never left. Daniel started researching. Archives. News clippings. Most files had been erased. Burned. Destroyed. But he found one article, yellowed, half-torn, from the night of the riot. Ezra Hale had been in cell 13. Shackled. Forgotten during the panic. They found everyone else. Ezra's body was never recovered. He went back again. Again. Each time, the whispers grew clearer. The chains more active. The cell colder. Until one night, the door was open. Chains coiled neatly in the center of the cell like something waiting. Daniel stepped inside. The door slammed behind him. Now they say the eastern block is haunted. Lights flicker. Shadows move on their own. Screams echo down corridors long after midnight. And cell 13 isn't empty anymore. There's still the sound of chains dragging. But now there are 2 sets. One for Ezra. One for Daniel. And if you press your ear to the door, you'll hear them whispering together. Laughing. Waiting for the next curious soul who doesn't heed the warning. Do not disturb the invisible prisoner. Not unless you're ready to take his place.